So now we're going to continue with part 5. I know the last one, I think I said it was part 5, but it was part 4. That's my mistake. You know, I'm straight on the scriptures. These parts, I can't film it all at one time. And I'm not going to go live and do it, because then I get all these interruptions and questions about stuff that, you know, I can answer, but it just takes me on these little rabbit trails. And I already got these on my own little stuff I got to go through. So I'm just going to continue with the reading of the law. I want to complete this to show that you can complete this reading of the law and get the basic general understanding. All right. The detailed understanding will come from your own study, getting the book, downloading the text. If you go through my videos, if you go through my page, you will see that I have been reposting the law. I posted a PDF free version you can download. I posted the Amazon book you can buy for $15. I posted the Kindle app. Yeah, man, this thing is on Kindle. It's like $5 on Kindle. You can just download it on your Kindle. I got the Kindle app and the book and the PDFs stock. Like, I keep all of them, so I know what each one says. I know the context in which they were written, and I have researched it in the land against the culture to get it refined so I can explain everything with clarity, detail, understanding, and pure truth. Alright? So I left off, and they're going to put rings on the sides of the ark, that the ark may be carried upon them. Alright, continuing on with the rest. The staves shall be inlaid in the rings of the ark, and not be removed from it. So the staves stay in the rings. Period. Alright? And thou shalt put within the ark of the testament. See, it's the ark of the testament. So this is the only testament. There ain't no new one. Bump that. Alright? The ark of the testament that I will give thee, and thou shalt make a kaportha, a mercy seat of pure gold, 2 cubits and a half in length, and 1 cubit and a half its breadth, and its depth shall be a handbreadth. So the mercy seat is going to be about a hand's breadth deep. Pushika. And thou shalt make 2 cherubim of pure beaten gold, shalt thou make them on the 2 sides of the mercy seat. Right? Thou shalt make 1 keruba on this side and 1 keruba on that side of the mercy seat, and you shall make the kerubai on its 2 sides. Okay? So there's 1 on this side, 1 on that side, the 2 kerubai on the both sides. Okay? And the kerubai shall stretch forth their wings above, over their heads, against each other, their wings overshadowing the mercy seat, and their faces over against each other. So they're facing each other, and their wings are over the top of the mercy seat. Right? Towards the mercy seat shall their faces of the kerubai. Okay? Of the kerubai. And thou shalt put the mercy seat above the ark, and within the ark thou shalt lay the tables of the testament that I will give thee. So you're going to put them inside the ark. Why? They're for us, because we're going to open the ark when we get it. It's another teaching for another time. And I will appoint my word with thee there, and will speak with thee from above the mercy seat, between the 2 kerubai that are over the ark of the testament, concerning all that I may command thee for the sons of Israel. And thou shalt make a table of cedar wood, 2 cubits its length, and 1 cubit its breadth, and 1 cubit and a half its height. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, and make for it a rim of gold round about. And thou shalt make it a border and a handbreadth high round about, and make a golden wreath for its border round about. And thou shalt make for it 4 gold rings, and the rings in its 4 corners, which are at its feet, at the foundation. Okay? And over against the border shall the rings be for the place of the staves to carry the table. And thou shalt make its dishes, and its spoons, and its tankards, and its measures, there's measuring cups, right, which are for the service of libation. And, that's the drink, alright, and of pure gold shalt thou make them. So we got gold dishes. What you got gold dishes for is for eating. Where did the Vatican get gold dishes? They stole them from us. Period. That's what it is. And upon the table thou shalt set in order the interior bread before me continually. Okay, so that's the bread, the 12 loaves of bread, that's always there. And so whenever the priest, it's always there, they eat it. It ain't no secret. And they shall make a candelabrum of pure beaten gold. Shalt thou make the candelabrum, its bases and shaft, and its cups, and apples and lilies shall be of the same. 6 branches shall be spread out from its sides, 3 branches on the candelabrum on one side, and 3 branches on the other side of the candelabrum of the second side. Okay? 3 calyxes adorned with their figurations on one branch with the apple and the lily, and 3 calyxes adorned with the figurations on the other branch with the apple and the lily. So for the 6 branches that spread out from the candelabrum, and upon the candelabrum there shall be 4 calyxes adorned with the figurations of their apples and lilies. Done. Okay? And there shall be an apple under 2 of the branches of it, and an apple under 2 branches of it, and an apple under 2 branches of it, and the 6 branches which extend from the candelabra, their apple and their branches shall be of the same, and all of it one beaten work of pure gold. Now an apple is 2 things. It's also like the adorning of a fruit, but they also call apples joints, right? A hinge, a joint area. So when it branches out, where the branch is at, that point is called the apple. Something to think about. But we're going to see when we get the candelabrum back what an apple is, and you'll be like, oh, there should be an apple there. Or it should be a joint. We'll figure that out when we see it. And thou shalt make it 7 lights, and the priests who minister shall kindle the lights, that they may shine over upon its face, and its snuffers, that's for putting the light out, and its shovels of pure gold. Yeah, there's shovels. Of talents of pure gold, of a talent of pure gold he shall make it, and all these its vessels. And look thou, and make according to their forms, which thou hast seen in the mount. And the tabernacle thou shalt make it with 10 curtains of fine linen, twined, and hastened, and purple, and crimson, and with figures of cherubim. With the work of the artificer thou shalt make them. The length of one curtain 20 and 8 cubits, and the handbreadth of a curtain 4 cubits, and the measure of one curtain shall be that of all the curtains. All the curtains are made this measurement, and all the curtains are the same. 5 curtains shall be coupled with one another, and 5 with the other curtains. So you link them together, 5 and 5 coupled with one another. Alright? And thou shalt make loops of hasten upon the edge of the curtain, that one side in the place of the coupling, and thou shalt do, and so shalt thou do in the edge of the second curtain in the place of the conjoinment. So you're going to readjoin this, you're going to reinforce this with linen dyed hastened. Okay? That's how you're going to do this. So if you don't know, hastened is a particular dye, comes from a plant, comes in many colors. So it's going to be multicolored around these loops at the reinforcements. 50 loops thou shalt make in one curtain, and 50 loops thou shalt make in the side of the second curtain, in the place of the conjoinment, so that the loops may answer one to another. So you got 50 loops and 50 loops from one curtain to another. There's the adjoinment, and now you can pass a rod through and see, so they answer each other. So you'll know, okay, it's 50 and 50, and they'll be offset. So one will be at the top, one will be offset, right, just a little bit, and then they'll join together. And thou shalt make 50 taches of gold, and couple the curtains one with another with the taches, and the tabernacle shall be conjoined to be one. So you're going to do all these taches, and you're going to match them together, and the tabernacle is going to be one whole big piece. And thou shalt make curtains of goat's hair to extend over the tabernacle, 12 curtains thou shalt make them. So when you find a tabernacle, you're going to find these curtains of goat's hairs. And that's going to go over the tabernacle. Because you got this giant gold building, you want to cover it. The length of one curtain 30 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits, and the measure of one shall be that of each other of the 11 other curtains. So they all join together, and there's 11 of them, and they are 30 cubits and 4 cubits, and they measure over against each other. And thou shalt conjoin the 5 curtains together. So 11 times 5 is 55. Okay? Corresponding with the 5 books of the law. So now this is its corresponding, so that you have this relativity. This is why it's like this, because this corresponds to this, so it means something. Right? So the 5 books of the law. What 5 books of the law? Genesis through Deuteronomy. See? Why? Because in the Genesis you have the fundamental foundational laws and their stories and how they came to be and why they were taught that way. And then you have the writing of the law in Exodus or Shemot, and it goes all the way through the book of Levine, right? Levitical books, and the book of Ben Midbar, the books of what happened in the desert, or Numbers in English, and then the book of Deuteronomy, or the book of books, where he's going to elaborate again over the whole context with their punishments and everything else. Done. Moving right along. Right? And corresponding with the 6 orders of Mishnah is Exodus 26 and 9. Right? And thou shalt fold the sixth curtain over the front of the tabernacle. So there's going to be 5 curtains, and then the 6th one will be folded over the front of the tabernacle. Okay? That's what it is, because there are 6 orders of Mishnahs. Alright? Corresponding with the 5 books of the law. So you will see 5, and then the 6th one will be folded over, and there'll be a double layer at the front of the tabernacle. Okay? Done. Alright? Because there's 6 orders of Mishnah. I went over this in the last video. If you didn't catch that, that means you're not really paying attention to the whole book of the law. You're just going about this skimming. Now you're busted. And thou shalt make 50 loops upon the edge of the curtains at the side, at the place of the coupling, and 50 loops on the edge of the second curtain at the side, and the place of the coupling. And thou shalt make taches of brass 50, and thou shalt put the taches into the loops. See, so the tache is the pole, right? The pole that goes into these loops. All right? Joining the tabernacle that it may be one. And the surplus which remaineth of the curtain, right? The half curtain which remaineth, thou shalt spread over the hinder part of the tabernacle. So now you're going to spread this over the hinder part to hide the backside. Alright? It'll be a half curtain, it'll be over the backside. Right? And this also serves to bring in the cooling breeze, because this is not a full curtain to go all the way to the ground. With the tents that we make here, the Bedouin tents, the side that faces the west, the breeze comes in from the west side in the cool of the evening, and it cools off the whole place. So it's nice and comfortable, and it refreshes all the air. Alright? Just a little cultural explanation for what goes on and how stuff operates here. And everything is synonymous with the land, with the nature, with everything. So you know. Alright? And the cubit here and the cubit there, of which remaineth, and of the curtains of the tabernacle, shall hang over the sides of the tabernacle here and there to cover it. So it'll be hanging over the sides too. It's going to cover it up. And you'll tuck it underneath, make it look nice, and make a nice presentation. Alright? Thou shalt make a covering for the tabernacle of ram skins dyed red, crimson, and a covering of purple skins. So you're going to really find this like purplish hasten, because they're going to be purple ones too. Alright? And thou shalt make the boards of the tabernacle, so now the tabernacle itself, the building, right, shall be of sittim wood. They shall stand up after the manner of their plantations. 10 cubits is the length of the board, and a cubit and a half the breadth of the board. So it'll be 10 cubits long, and a cubit and a half the breadth, the width. Alright? 2 tenons to one board, each in its side answering to the other. So shalt thou do for all the boards of the tabernacle. So all the boards of the tabernacle that go around, right? All those boards will be 2 tenons, and so they'll be placed inside these bases. Alright? And thou shalt make the boards of the tabernacle 20 boards toward the wind on the south side, and thou shalt make 40 bases of silver and 20 boards 22 bases beneath one board with its 2 tenons, and the 2 bases underneath the other board with its 2 tenons. For the second side of the tabernacle towards the north winds, 20 boards. So north and south you have 20 boards and 20 boards with the bases and the tenons. That's to anchor it everything together, and the top and the bottom, and that's it. Alright? So, and there are 40 bases of silver. It'll be silver bases, and 2 bases under one board, front and back, and 2 bases under the other board, front and back. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward, thou shalt make 6 boards, right? And 2 boards thou make at the corners of the tabernacle at their ends. So there's corner boards, they're different, and then there's 6 boards in the middle. Alright? They shall be joined beneath, and in one manner shall be conjoined at their heads with one ring. So it shall be with them both, for the 2 corners shall they all be. And there shall be 8 boards, right? And their silver bases, 16 bases, 2 bases under one board, and 2 bases under another board. And thou shalt make bars of shittim wood for the 5 boards of one side of the tabernacle. So on the other side, there's only 5 boards, right? So you got 6, and then you got 5, right? Everybody's like, well, how do you get that? There's a door. You got to go in. See, 6 boards on one side, and one side you got 5 boards. Why? There's a board missing in the middle, so you can go in. It's a door. And 5 boards for the boards on the second side of the tabernacle, and 5 boards for the side of the tabernacle at the extremity towards the west. Alright? So, and the middle bar in the midst of the boards, passing from end to end, shall be from the tree which Abraham planted in Beersheba. For when Israel had crossed the sea, the Melechim cut down the tree and cast it into the sea, and it floated on the surface of the waters. And an angel proclaimed and said, this is the tree which Abraham planted in Beersheba, and prayed there in the name of the word of Yahweh, and the sons of Israel shall take and make thereof the middle bar. There's a middle bar, 70 cubits in length, and with it shall wondrous things be done. For when they have reared up the tabernacle, it shall go around it like a serpent among the boards. So this tree that Abraham made when the tabernacle was put together, this tree goes around it and winds it up and holds it down, right? And when they take it down, it becomes straight as a rod. Whoop. Hey, it is what it is. I don't care what y'all say. It's there, and it's going to do it. Why? Because the book said it's going to do it. Not because I said, all right? And y'all never even heard of this before, so I know y'all think this is crazy, but that's fine by me, because everything's about to get flipped upside down. All common sense about to get thrown out the window. All science and general understandings from these European schools of thought about to get thrown out the window. We're going to do what the Most High said, and it is what it is, because he said it, and that's the end of the story. And the boards thou shalt overlay with gold, and make of gold there rings in the place of the bars, and shall overlay the bars with gold. Alright, I'm going to pause this video right here and post this to Facebook, part 5. And I'll continue with part 6. We're at Exodus chapter 26 and 30.